You can see from the table, and Scotland's coach Andy Roxburgh described this match as the Group 2 final. In Bern, Tony Gallo.
For once, Scotland's selection problems have involved the luxury of who to leave out. With 6 candidates for the striking roles, coach Andy Roxburgh has gone for the Rangers pair of Ali McCoist and Maurice Johnson, back after a one-year retirement from international football following his disappointments at the World Cup in Italy last summer. And with Gordon Durie of Tottenham also included in a midfield role, there's very much an attacking look to Scotland tonight. A team here which shows 4 changes from a rather weakened side that did beat Switzerland 2-1 at Hampden last year. The Swiss are still resentful about that defeat, and they're no longer the pushovers of world football. Although the names and faces in their lineup are not too familiar, there are 1 or 2 to look out for. Number 8, Heinz Hermann, winning his 115th cap tonight, approaching Peter Shilton's world record of 125. He's the playmaker in midfield. And number 7, Adrian Knoop, who's on a remarkable scoring sequence, 11 goals in his last 12 internationals, and at 23 considered the hottest property currently in Swiss football. Andy Roxburgh looking on tonight, starting his 6th season as Scotland's coach. What a crucial match this is for both of these sides. A victory for either one tonight wouldn't guarantee a place in Sweden next summer, but it would virtually book the ticket. And if Scotland do have a marginal advantage, maybe a draw would suit them better than Switzerland. This is Sforza. Has been suffering from a neck injury, and the Swiss have really played cat and mouse here this week about who would play and who wouldn't play. They really are taking this match very seriously indeed. Oh, and they've got dispossessed. A good break on here. Durie's forward in support. Blocked by number 4, Hare. But a good early chance there for Scotland. And it was interesting to see that Durie was in support of number 9, Ali McCoist. Scotland at this stage are doing quite a good job of filling the midfield, and they're preventing the Swiss from making too much progress. Now they'll try down the right flank. Hottiger. Now pass across to Cover. Hit first time by Hottiger. Chapuisa! Offside. It doesn't count. The flag went up right away on the far side. It certainly looked a good ball, drilled in by number 2, Hottiger. But as soon as he hit it, the linesman put his flag up. Long before number 11, Stefano Chapuisa, put it in. And that's why, clearly offside. 41 games Scotland have played since Andy Roxburgh became the coach. They've won 15, drawn 13, and lost 13. Over the top for Ali McCoist. Will it bounce kindly for him? Still McCoist. Hottiger forced him wide. He did well, the number 2. He could have dived in there and maybe conceded a penalty. He didn't. He just kept escorting Ali McCoist away from goal. Turkil Maz, pursued by Nickel. Too long. This is Heldman. Hermann teeing it up for Suter. Oh, great shot! It came back off the underside of the bar. And Scotland live again. What a great shot by number 10, Alan Suter. It beat Gorham's dive, hit the underside of the bar and didn't go in. Sforza here, the number 5, winning only his 2nd cap for Switzerland tonight. And he's put in a good ball, hasn't he? To find Hottiger. The number 2 had made a good, strong run down the right. And he was well found indeed by number 5, Sforza. Now he's beaten offside. The keeper thought about coming. He's changed his mind. Is this Scotland's glory? Oh! Stefan Huber did very well. Maybe you'd say Ali McCoist didn't do. It was a one-on-one for the Rangers number 9. And Huber gave nobody any cause to think that there was a foul or a penalty. He took the ball cleanly, and McCoist will look back, I'm sure, and feel that he could have done better. A clear one-on-one, and here's another Chapuisa. What a blow for Scotland. They could have taken the lead at one end through Ali McCoist, and within seconds they're caught in a similar situation at the other. This time the one-on-one was Chapuisa, and he did what McCoist didn't, and he found the net. Switzerland ahead 1-0, and that's a real blow for Scotland. Well, if it was going to be hard here in Bern for Scotland tonight, it's going to be even harder after that. 30 minutes gone in the first half, and now trailing a 1-0. Andy Roxburgh looking at his watch. It's just about 10 minutes to go to half-time. Dury needs support, finds it from Nicol. Maurice Johnson, 2 marking him. Still got it to Dury. What can Scotland do here? Oh, the whistle had gone for a push. And Tom Boyd was the player penalised. I think he indicates to the referee after this that the player fell down in front of him. It didn't look too intentional, but Boyd thought that he was blocked. Nicol. Johnson. No foul given. Oriel. Turkil Maz. Great break by Hellman. He ignored him. Turkil Maz. Fine save, Gorham. Nicol turns it behind for the corner. Powerful run by the 24-year-old number 9. There was a player on and he might have given it to. That's Hellman. But he chose to go alone. Unfortunately for Gorham, it was straight at him. Well, Scotland can't really afford to concede another goal as we approach half-time. Again, they've got everybody back in the penalty area. Herman! 2-0! Heinz Herman, the Swiss captain and their veteran, winning his 115th cap. A clear free header. He got to the ball before the defender, and nobody could stop that from inside the 6-yard box. 2-0 Switzerland. 5 minutes just over to go to half-time. Malpass. Dury. It's Oriel who got his head on it. And finally away by Hare. And Maurice Johnson is down in the Swiss penalty area. And he might well have been injured by his teammate Gordon Dury coming in behind him. This was how Johnson got injured. Dury, who came in behind him, Oriel won the header. And that's left the Rangers player prostrate. And 14, Gary McAllister of Leeds is the player whom Andy Roxburgh has decided to send on as the replacement for Maurice Johnson. Dury. Pursued by Sforza, still Dury. Checks inside, tees it back. Oh, he's put it wide. In fact, it hasn't yet gone out of play. Strachan. Beaten by Suter. There's no way back to the keeper. Well, Gary McAllister, perhaps not on the field long enough, really. Just come on as a substitute. And he swept his foot at that and didn't make the sort of contact that he wanted. And Scotland have missed another chance to score. Both sides start the second half as they finish the first. No substitutions made. But Scotland look as if they've made a positional change. Steve Nicol has gone to centre-back alongside David McPherson. And McKimmie has gone to right-back. Malpass is still left-back. The news from the dressing room about the injury to Maurice Johnson is that he's got a knock in the small of the back and the damage is still being assessed. What an important 45 minutes this is for Scotland. Wouldn't they dearly love an early goal back? Certainly made enough scoring chances in the first half. The only problem was they just didn't convert any of them. Well, that's a disastrous kick by Stefan Huber. Didn't make halfway line. Straight into touch. Scotland's throw. Dury. McCall. Carried by Canoop. Popped into the middle by Boyd. McKimmie. Drilled in. Dury! That's exactly what Scotland wanted. They pulled a goal back right at the start of the second half. Just 2 minutes gone since the second half began, and Scotland have given themselves a lifeline. Dury's header bringing him his third international goal and his 13th match. And it couldn't have been better timed. It was close to Huber. He might have got a hand on it. And if we trace that back, Scotland's scoring chance came about because the Swiss goalkeeper had a dreadful kick out which went straight into touch, gave Scotland possession, and from that they built the attack and they pulled the goal back. Now the important thing for Scotland, of course, is not to concede another. And to steady the ship. Suter, has he run it too far? Corner given. And the Swiss number 10 had an altercation with the hoarding. Well, what an extraordinary sequence of matches between these two sides in this qualifying group. So much incident and excitement at Hampden, and it's more than matched by this match here in Bern tonight. Hottiger. And he had to save it. They haven't cleared it yet. Oh, and it's finally away. Great one-handed save by Andy Gorham. Mark Hottiger was way out of the penalty area. But look how true that flew. And it's a clawing one-handed save by Gorham. And then when it's drilled back into the 6-yard box, he misses it. I think it came off Nicol's heels eventually. And Scotland were desperately pleased to scramble that clear. Strachan. Intended for McClare. This is McPherson for Scotland. Strachan tried to check where everybody was. Got a bit more time now. Keep going forward, Strachan. And brought down from behind. And if they run at these defenders, the Scots, they're going to get free kicks. And it looks as though he's reached for the card. Oh, and there's a bit of pushing and shoving. And this is all silly. And they're still pushing, and the Scots are having to fight to get the ball back. Well, amidst all that, the referee took out his yellow card. May well have been Chapuisa that he showed the yellow card to, and I can't be sure. And he may well be taking a Scottish name as well. But that just shows you how much tension is lying underneath this game. Nicol to retrieve it for Scotland. They've stayed forward in numbers and they've beaten offside. Oh, well, I looked at the linesman when the ball was kicked. He didn't put the flag up, and 2 seconds later he did. Well, that's a bit of nonsense by Chapuisa, waving his arms about. And it was Chapuisa who was cautioned a moment ago. Oh, that's fallen nicely. Leclerc's in the middle. So too was Jury. And the ball didn't get over the first defender. Oh, Ali McCoist broke down the right. He could have just got that over the top. There were 2 blue shirts. Scotland instead with a corner. Strachan to take. Hit in low and they missed it all. Malpass. Intelligent ball for Strachan. Checks. Wants to tee it up. There's a crowd of players and it was too close to Huber. Came off Nicol. Well, is this yet to be another night and Scottish football will rue what might have been. So close, so many times, to doing something significant in world football. They failed in the World Cup the last 5 times to make the progress that was expected of them. And now in this European Championship qualifying group, it's Switzerland who have their noses in front. And are Scotland to be denied a place yet again? Jury! Brilliant save, but now, oh yes, it's 2-2. Scotland can celebrate. They've got the goal they deserve. Ali McCoist. But what a fabulous effort from Jury. And who could have complained if that had gone to the Tottenham player, who's been my star of the match. Fine save by Huber. But McCoist doing what strikers should do and poaching on the loose ball. And he buries that emphatically, doesn't he? Six minutes left. It's 2 apiece. And Scotland have the point that they wanted. McCoist. Oh, he lifted his foot high, but he probably couldn't surely have known that the defender was right up his back pocket. Two minutes left. Hammond, shadowed by McCall. Oh, taking too long. Pottinger. Trying to tee it up, aren't they? Suter. Oh, he handled it. No, it's a handball. Definitely a handball. No doubt about it. And 10 out of 10 for the referee, not only for spotting it, but also for not in any way being intimidated by this very partisan crowd. Chapuisa knocked it in with his hand. Well, Switzerland were held to a goalless draw in the home match they played here against Romania. Oh, they hit the back of the Swiss player, and they left it for Nicol, thankfully. Strachan, and with Switzerland pressing forward, trying to steal the game in the last few minutes, they're beginning to leave a bit of space. Obstruction, free kick. Well, look that way. Beacle. Brought down. Free kick again. They're just keeping tabs on the free kick. We've now had 40 in the match. 4-0. McPherson. At good distance. Only to a red shirt. Sutter. Again, cleared by the Hearts player, David McPherson. Pottinger laying it back to Sforza. Offside flag went up. McPherson won the header, only as far as Herman. Scotland still holding on in these seconds added on for stoppages. Oh, not flattened Nickel. Sforza. And the whistle goes. And that's a great result for Scotland. A result which says a lot for their courage and their character and their commitment. They didn't lose heart when they trailed 2-0, having failed to score themselves on several occasions. And in a strange way, the loss of Maurice Johnson may have been their salvation, because when Dury started to partner Ali McCoist up front in the second half, Scotland looked much more potent and got the 2 goals that they deserved. The first from Gordon Dury right at the start of the second half, and then the equaliser from Ali McCoist in the 83rd minute to cancel out the 2 first half goals by Chapuisa and Herman. And a point in Bern sets up Scotland now perhaps to qualify for the European Championship for the very first time.
Well, both Switzerland and Scotland have yet to play in Romania. Scotland need to do as well as Switzerland there and then beat San Marino to qualify. Well, Terry, your man Dury had a good night,
yeah,
and he got out of jail.
That's right. In that intense atmosphere like that, to be 2-0 down, you've really got to pull it out of the bag to get a result, and I thought they'd done really, really well there.
Would you fancy Scotland now, Jim? Qualify?
I fancied him very much. I mean, they showed passion and spirit there to come back when they were dead. And I'd just like to see McClare alongside Dury, because Dury is not only a goal scorer, he's a very creative player, and I think McClare is too, and I think it would be a good combination for them.
But he didn't play much fun there tonight, did he? He played more withdrawn in a midfield role, Gordon Dury, coming very late on.
Yeah, but he
did that well.
Exceedingly well. We're not agreeing about something, are we, accidentally?
I hope not.
It was a mistake. It was a mistake. Let's make a habit of this.
Now, in the last year or two, the Faroe Islands have moved